This is Egypt's #1 for hit music, 104.2 NILE FM. Now, NILE FM's Aware with Adham.
Indeed it is. With me tonight in the studio are Nurhan and Maryam from EMSA, the Egyptian Medical Student Association. We're going to be talking a whole bunch about the projects and the different activities that these guys do in a matter of minutes, so stay tuned.
Egypt's #1 for hit music, 104.2 NILE FM. Cairo, NILE FM's Aware.
Welcome to the show. Hope you're having a great weekend, although it's coming to an end. But before we finish our weekend, yet another episode of NILE FM'S AWARE, and with me this time around in the studio are Maryam and Nurhan from a very, very interesting student-based activity called EMSA. Now, first of all, guys, welcome on the show, of course.
Thank you.
Now, I mean, EMSA as an acronym, it's a pretty long acronym as we introduced it before, but I wanted to ask you guys, before we get to what it is and what you guys do, why did you actually start this student-based activity? What was your driving motivation behind it?
Well, the driving motivation the founders had to launch EMSA was basically that we wanted an outlet for the medical students to participate in something more creative, more out of their field, to get a taste of life apart from the medical field.
I like it. So when you started this, because we all do know, and I have some medical students in my family, they get so involved in their education that they don't have any time or anything else to do with the outside world. It's just medicine, medicine, medicine. So what do you guys introduce, or what does EMSA bring to the table outside of the medical arena?
Well, EMSA brings to the table awareness campaigns. We have lots of initiatives. We have lots of courses and trainings. We have exchange programs, internship programs.
Very interesting, very interesting. Well, actually, we'd like to talk to you more into detail about this, but if we could take, like, one of these initiatives, let's start talking a little bit about that. For example, the exchange program. How does that work?
About the exchange program, it's starting with the students in Egypt. They just see whatever the medical and the medical ethics in Egypt, just only in Egypt. They go outside in order to see this outside and how they work there and how they deal with the patients there. Not only the medical students, we're having also an exchange programs outside internationally for extra medical students.
What are you guys doing on the ground here?
On ground, beside the exchange, we do for the career, and it's a career arm. We're working for the empowering youth and the medical training. We just adding to them courses and for the medical education and training courses, starting with the medical students, and then we're starting to the school, and we're going to educate them a lot of courses like for the first aid and a lot of courses which they will get educated, and also in career counseling in order to know how can they deal with the patient, like patient-doctor relationships courses. A lot of
very, very, very cool. I especially like the career counseling part, because correct me if I'm wrong, aren't these courses covered in their original education, or are these things that are not covered by their university education? You guys are complementary or parallel education, or how does this work?
We take them in the medical care. We take them in the medical school, but we actually do not practice it, and we don't know how to deal really with the patient. It's just written, and we cannot do it in the real life.
So basically you take the theory from the university and actually give them an outlet to apply it practically.
That's it.
God help the guinea pigs that they're trying on. Well, you mentioned something about the arms. This is the career arm.
Yeah.
You also mentioned that there are several other arms, including a community arm.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
The community arm, it is also about the initiatives and about the campaigns and awareness campaigns. We're going to for the medical and the non-medical students, without the students, for the patient themselves. We do awareness campaigns in the diabetes, for example, AIDS, for the cancer, and a lot of initiatives and a lot of.
So basically, everything that is medically related, but not necessarily medicinal science or the study of it, but awareness about certain diseases and certain syndromes that might come in handy if unfortunately, la qaddar Allah, you or someone in your circle of friends or family have them. So you mentioned something about dinner in the dark. I definitely want to know what that project is all about.
All right, Dinner in the Dark, it started out 3 years ago, and the basic concept is that we're gonna take you, someone who can see, put you in a room, blindfold you, close everything, you'll not see anyone or anything, and then we're gonna make you have dinner. And your guide is someone who's blind.
I love that idea. I absolutely love that idea.
Yeah,
so what is the end goal of this though?
The end goal of this, that we just started it as like an idea, because IMSA is where your ideas fly, so we just went with it, and we found out that it was really impressive, and a lot of countries in the Middle East actually wanted to take our projects. And right now, we're developing it. We're making it more serious. We're taking it to the next level. We're starting to get companies to employ blind people.
That's very, very, very cool, because it's one of those issues that is not nearly addressed enough. The challenges and how to make a workplace or your surrounding more blind friendly to the people that are eyesight impaired, so that they can live just as a normal life as everybody else. I really applaud you for that. Now that's in regards to Dinner in the Dark. You also mentioned that there are several other projects. Care to give us an example?
Well, the next, I would say, pretty project is Splashes of Hope. Splashes of Hope, we got this idea from online. We go to children wards. You know how all the hospitals are all grey and boring, and you don't expect a child to heal properly in this kind of environment.
Absolutely.
So we go in with our buckets of paint, and we just paint it all over, make it very friendly, very colorful. We get the children who just came out of surgery to participate with us, and it helps their healing process.
A round of applause. Seriously, just round of applause, because I really like that, because a lot of people are spending so much time and effort into, for example, painting a wall on the street, which is really cool, and I appreciate the effort, but it's not necessarily sustainable at all. But what you guys are describing is just absolutely phenomenal. What other projects have you got in your pipeline?
Well, we have Korashesh, we have Pathfinders, we have Speak Out, we have Protect Your Child. We have
quite a bunch.
Yes, we have Sokara Kim and Going Pink.
Okay. Well, obviously we can't talk about all of them, so I'm just going to choose one at random. What's Going Pink all about?
Going Pink is all about breast cancer. We try to target the women and spread awareness, and we try at the same time to get men to support these women. And at the same time, men do get cancer, breast cancer too. So
yeah, I've actually heard that.
Yeah.
And I just did not know that at all. But
yes.
Apparently a man can have breast cancer. And
yes, he can.
Yeah, imagine that. I guess what I want to ask right now is, what are your plans for the future? I mean, what do you have in the pipeline that is about to happen?
Well, we're very proud of where we've gotten. We've started out in Cairo, we've expanded in several branches all over Egypt, and we actually do have a very interesting upcoming event next week on the 24th. We are collaborating with UN Women, and we are screening a documentary called Dilla Rogel in the Shadows of a Man at the Ain Shams University Faculty of Medicine. We'll have speakers there, guest speakers coming to talk, and the main aim is to spread awareness about women's rights.
I love it. I love it. Now, actually, just in case, people are aware of this, they want to come, maybe they want to volunteer, maybe they want to be aware of what you guys are doing, maybe they like a project more than another. How do we get in touch with you? How do we find you? Where are your branches? What's up?
Well, you can visit our website, which is emsa.org.eg.
So emsa.org.eg.
Yes.
All right.
And you can find us on Facebook, the Egyptian Medical Students Association, EMSA. And you can follow us on Twitter at EMSA Egypt.
EMSA Egypt, at EMSA Egypt. There you have it. That's all the contacts that you can need to get in touch with this wonderful organization. I personally am behind you 110%, and I'm planning on actually attending that event of yours on the 24th. But that's it for us on this edition of Nile FM. And as I always mention, if you're one of these individuals working with an NGO, working with an organization or social development initiative, and you're trying to do some good for the country, impacting the community positively, send me an email at aware@nileradioproductions.net. Again, aware@nileradioproductions.net. Let me know a little bit about what you guys are doing, and I would love to have you right here on the show, and we can shed some light on your initiative or organization. That's it from us. Ladies, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show this time around. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely my pleasure. That's it from us. We'll catch you next Saturday, where it's all about giving back to the community right here on NileFM's AWARE. We're out.